and welcome back to another episode of And on That Note. That was fun.
So
let's get straight into it, ladies. Black is King.
So our girl Beyonce dropped another visual
I
album.
like how you said our girl.
Yeah, she is
our girl.
She's our sister, she's our cousin. She's our cousin.
She dropped another
visual album, Black is King. So first and foremost, I didn't realise. Do you know the album The Gift, right? Or
that was for the Lion
was
King,
that,
right?
Yeah, I thought it was an album though. So when I was like, some of the other,
she knows how to make money, man.
yeah, because I was like, I've heard these songs before. Like I was confused. I was like, why have we seen some of these songs already? So
she didn't release videos for them, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was just like, oh, Beyonce.
Then she knows she's going to collect the check, so...
Because the whole thing, woven through that whole Black is King album anyway, is the Lion King as well. Because the story is
based on the Lion
King. So I was just like, Beyonce... So even me, myself, I was watching it and I was kind of like, have I watched this already? Like, I was confused. I was like, did I miss something? Is this what everybody's talking about? Or is there some other Black is King that I've watched the wrong thing? But, yeah, I watched it yesterday. It was good. It was
How
good.
long was it? Was it
It's an hour or something, yeah. But it was good. Like, the thing is, it's really hard to not kind of just want to just watch Beyonce because it's literally art. Like, it's just a visual kind of whatever it is, even if it's not a story, it's just loads of things to take in and see, the colours, the direction, the shots and all of that stuff. But for me, my favourite part of the whole thing wasn't one particular video. Obviously, I'm Ghanaian, so obviously they got shut up. You don't know already. But apart from that, it was just seeing actually how she just brought in so many African influences and actual African artists that were like in various parts of the video. So for me, it was just like big up that. And it was the surprise things I didn't realise. Like I was like, I didn't know Yemi Alade was in any of it.
Oh,
she's
yeah,
just
she was.
I
knew
didn't.
She was in one of the songs.
I had no idea, so I was just like, "Oh, Yemi!" And like you know, like I'm not familiar with her face that much, but I'm like, that's Yemi Alade. So obviously, I'm watching it.
And you do your giggles.
It's her. So yeah, it was just so nice. There were so many surprises, like, and it was just like, oh. And then I went on Twitter.
Hey!
And
Wow!
I went on Twitter. Why am I so I went on Twitter.
You guys are going to me this morning, seriously?
And someone was like, I think it was, someone was like, they're baffed that all these Africans managed to keep quiet because
they
must have had the biggest NDO boy.
Yeah, they were like, if it was me, I'd be tweeting every day, guys, something big is coming up. So yeah.
In 20 days time, 21 seconds, countdown.
I'm about to drop the biggest thing of my life. Even me.
Literally. And I was like, I can't lie, I'll be doing subs all the time.
For 1 year.
Subs.
When did Lion King come out? When did Lion King come out? Last year?
Yeah.
That's a long time
to
keep a
secret. Anytime someone even tries to disrespect me, you can't talk to me anyhow. You don't know who's wrong with Beyonce.
Some respect on my name.
You disrespect me. You don't know what I'm going to studio with. So yeah, it was good. Like I can't anyway. For those of you who have also seen parts or some, what did you think?
Well, I saw the already video on Beyonce's Instagram, and I just thought, it was so sick. I just loved it. I loved the dance moves. You know what? I've always loved Beyonce, so I used to be the biggest Beyonce fan, go to every one of her concerts, everything like that. And then I stopped because I thought, okay, I need to get my life and I need to mature. And so I stopped like really following her, and then I didn't listen. I think I told you guys this. I didn't listen to the Lemonade album for a long time until like I think last year, and then I blasted it every single day, and I understood what everybody was going on about. Anyway, I watched this now and I thought, oh God, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to like Beyonce. Or I don't want to like what she's doing. And then I just saw the already video and I said, nah. I quickly went on my phone, Disney Plus, went to go subscribe quickly. I got home, I was like, wait, is it downloaded on our PlayStation? He was just like, yeah, let me download it now. And I was like, I'm going to watch this. I was meant to watch it this morning, but I didn't. But that already video.
Wait, is it free on Disney Plus?
It's not free or
Disney Plus.
Yeah, you sign up.
7 days.
No, it's not 7 7 days. You have to pay immediately.
No,
There's
it's 7 days.
No,
Oh,
there's no free
Remember, I was
trial.
telling you guys
You said
I used like 5 different emails.
But you said this was when it first.
When it first
yeah,
came out.
but even like last month I did it.
No,
Or
I
maybe-
tried yesterday. It's not free. You have to
Oh,
pay.
wow.
It's $5.99 or $59.99 for the year.
Oh, wow.
Can you
Right,
see my
yeah,
guys?
yeah.
Ambassador for them. Anyway, yeah, but, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so you have to pay straight away. There's
wow.
there's no like
guess
Like,
7
one of
day
those
free
cancel
trial.
anytime
Yeah.
type of thing. So you could.
No, yeah.
No,
that's if you
no,
don't
but
get
if
the
you
Anna
watch
one.
it, if you watch something on it, you get charged for the entire month. I read the T's and
Oh
C's.
yeah, but I mean after that first, like let's say you
Cancel
like
for-
you could
yeah.
cancel it.
40. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You
So-
could cancel it, but still,
But
I think I'm gonna.
worth the
I think it's
$5.99,
worth it.
you
I want to
know.
watch
Fiona loves
Hamilton
it.
as
We
well.
do it.
Yeah, I want to watch.
Okay.
I started watching Hamilton, but it's
Is
super
it-
long.
Yeah,
So I
it's
started
definitely
it in the nighttime. Yeah. I was
I saw the stage play. I saw the stage
No
play.
way!
It's
Did
absolutely
you?
fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
I
gosh,
went
I'm
to
so
see it if it does
jealous
any
of you.
justice.
Absolutely fantastic. So I heard my anyway. Back to Beyonce show. But yeah, the video for Already was just sick. She just looked bomb. Even though she was moving, it was
Yeah.
standard dance moves. She done best serve.
Yeah,
Plenty
she
times.
literally- you see
I was just like, oh my god.
I'm
Damn,
very
I said
excited.
Beyonce, man. She done. And what else did she do?
I don't know the
She
names
done-
of these dances. I
is
just
it
know she
Shaka-
did it.
what's
she
this?
did this one.
Yeah, she done that.
She that one.
What's the oh, she done the
She
dances.
done the
Sha.
dances.
She
I don't know
done
what
the
they're called. I'm
dances.
not
She
sure.
done, and I just thought to myself, oh my god, she's just so sick.
She's all
Everything
all-round
about her.
entertainer,
She's just
like,
bomb.
She's just
Yeah.
She's literally just the bomb. And
Yeah.
I just thought, you know what? She's successful because of
She puts the work in.
everything into it. She
Yeah,
puts
she puts the
everything.
work
Literally,
in.
her names are all over the credits. Like at the
Yeah.
end, it's like Beyonce, executive
Really?
producer, and then Beyonce this, Beyonce, because she does
not rest.
it.
Yeah.
She's not just sitting there going, "You guys curate it. Let me know when it's
Yeah.
time to do wardrobe."
Yeah.
Like she actually is part of the whole thing. So.
Yeah.
She knows how to make money because imagine she's released this album before. And then now she's going to release it again, and she's just
visual
calling it a
album.
different.
When
she's
as
calling
soon
it a
as
different
COVID is
title.
over, she's going to be like the Black
Concert.
King Tour.
Oh
my God, you know that
72 cities in the world. Don't worry, I'm going. I'll be
Yeah,
there.
it'll be like everybody wear
That's
your
actually
clothes.
gonna be
so
Afro-
please, we are coming to
That's
dress.
gonna be Afrofest. What you call these things? What's the other one?
Afro
Afro
Nation,
Nation.
Everything.
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 Coachella. That's gonna be everything all in one. Me, I'm going.
Coachella.
You know, I don't even think I need to do outfits.
I need.
You can't just go with
You can't do
standard
it. You have to
denim
come in.
short and t-shirt.
You have to come and step on next.
No, man. Whenever I was going to Beyonce concerts, I was acting like I was going to be on stage with her.
Please.
I said she has to see me. Like she has to see
And
me.
even half the time when you're in the audience, you're like, I swear she
She
can.
looks like
Yeah. She looks like me.
To be connected.
Anyway, I know. I told you guys my experience. Anyway, she looked at us.
with this.
And she
Sierra.
did. No.
Or Beyonce.
I had a situation with Beyonce when I went
Wait,
to go
is this
see her
different to
in
the
Self.
Sierra one?
Yeah. This is from a different day. So I saw Beyonce. I went to go see Beyonce in Selfridges when she had the perfume with Tommy Hilfiger. I'm wishing on a star.
Oh, yeah.
And then anyway, I had like purple hair. She was like, "I like your hair." And I was like,
Seriously?
No.
Seriously?
She signed
Oh
my
my gosh.
autograph. I still got it today.
Wait, we didn't know
I
this.
didn't know this.
I met her face to face. She signed my autograph. I think they only allowed like 40 people in. Me and my friend Sarah Auer, who's now Mrs. Sarah Mondo, we went there together. You know Sarah, the one that you said is
Yes.
We went together and we queued up and they were like, "Yep, the first 40 people." And people were like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on?" We're like, "Beyonce's in there." She's not. And they're like, "Beyonce." We're like, "Yeah, Beyonce." Anyway, yeah. So we met her.
Oh my gosh! Why do I not know that? Why do I not know you had
She did that
purple
like, "I love you."
Oh wow!
Hey.
Correction.
Sorry.
I love your hair.
That's
Oh
what she
my
said.
gosh! What's your picture?
It wasn't that time.
It was just
Remember
autograph.
back in the days when you were in, it was first year of college.
There wasn't even
it was
phone,
those strange
paparazzi
it was
and
those
pictures
strange
of it.
phones.
Yeah.
We didn't have phone then.
3210 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe it was even the Sonia Erickson with the long aerial. I give
The one that
the tiny one.
To
No,
John.
tiny one.
college days.
College. Me and you.
It doesn't matter. You're not that far off.
Are you sure? A lot of
No,
couple
you're not
of years
that
can
far
make a
off.
difference.
Yeah,
It makes a difference. It was
The whole
yes, because I remember even
No,
in
no, no,
school,
don't
a lot of the guys had the 3G phone. What's that 3G? It was
The
the 3G
Nokia
phone, and it used to
11 phone.
turn. No, there was almost like a squarish phone, and you
I know
could
what you're
turn
talking
it. You
about.
could just
The one, is it the one
See,
in the
you
dilemma?
don't know.
Is it the one in the dilemma video?
I think so. Yes, but
Oh, yeah, no, I know that
It could
phone.
switch around. I don't know. Anyway,
All I know
it
is
was
when I
that. It was that
By
era.
the time I was in
I had a
sixth form, what
Samsung.
Are you
phone?
sure I had aerials?
Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
Samsung. I had a
wow.
Samsung.
Oh.
And
Did I have camera phone back
I had
then?
a
No, I had a camera phone.
my camera. I did have a camera phone, but it was
Wasn't-
it wasn't it was those ones where it was like at the top here, and you have to twist it Do you know what I mean?
Lord,
Remember,
yes, I did.
that's how the cameras were. It wasn't inbuilt like that. Like it was
Even
completely different.
even the ones that were in, but they were just grainy.
It was grainy. Could you say anything? So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no. Beyonce is a G. But I know there's a lot of people talking about. Have you seen anything of the video?
No, not yet. I was gonna watch
Nothing.
Oh. I know there's a lot of people that are saying that, you know, she's kind of like stepping on African territory. Like
I've seen
like
that.
she's a
People
culture
saying she's a culture
vulture.
vulture.
What do you guys think? Because I don't know whether she actually used African kids. I don't know whether she actually shot in Africa. Whether
She did.
was
So I
actually
saw an interview where she said it started off in her backyard, so in her garden, whatever. And
Was
then
that a
she took
backyard in already?
No. That was in
Oh.
Africa, but where I don't know how it starts off. But she said her recording started off in her backyard, and then she went to Africa. She went to Europe. She went to
Yeah, I heard it was shot loads
Yeah,
of places.
loads
But
of
Africa
places.
she shot some of it in Africa.
Oh yes, because remember that I don't know if you guys knew there was like a casting for people in London to go and to be in Beyonce's video.
So I don't know if you know, there's this girl, lovely girl. She's been in a number of ads and stuff. Her name's like Vivi Brownskin.
Yes,
think,
yeah,
yeah,
I
She was
know
in the
Phoebe Bras.
video.
Oh really?
Yeah, her and her family.
Oh really?
Literally, like, so it was really weird because I don't know her or anything, but I know her face.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Has she got short hair?
she's got afro hair.
Okay, maybe it's the wrong person.
It might be afro short sometimes, but it's definitely natural hair.
Yeah.
And she and so like obviously I was there watching the video and I'm like, is
I
that
know
her?
her.
So pause.
Google.
No, because if I got like I want to
No,
see
yeah.
the person's posted,
Yes,
so I went on
yeah,
Instagram,
yes,
and then I was like,
yes,
oh yeah, she did post. She was
Yeah,
like, oh
recently,
yeah,
yeah.
because I was just like,
Well done.
and I was like, well done,
Accolades,
sis. Like, you know when you're just happy
You done
that
it for
you-
all of us.
Yeah, I was
Exactly.
like, sis.
She put us on the map.
Yeah, I was just like, so like, Beyonce, I don't know, and they're gonna sound so crazy, but then literally afterwards, I was like, so who are these bloody casting directors? I went, no, I'm not. I went to go and look because I was like, me too.
Yeah.
Who do you need? Like, so I'm not in the
The industry.
entertainment industry, so I don't care anything.
Yeah.
But I realized, like, let's say I was about that life, you'd have to be taking pictures. You make sure you tag people. You know, you
Yeah.
have to go for the right agents. You have
Yeah.
to, because otherwise, who knows who you
Yeah.
are? Like,
Yeah.
But anyway, even that being said, like Beyonce, I don't think she was appropriating because I'll tell you, this is the only reason because it came to my mind and I thought,
Yeah, you've seen
is
the whole thing,
it? But this
so-
is the only reason. I felt like through the video, it was very clear she showed where her things came from. So it
So
was
where
like
the influence.
yeah. So when she went to that, the name escapes me right now, but you know that tribe in Africa where they put that red
Oh,
clay.
yeah.
She showed there were people dancing in that red clay. They had done slightly different take on the hairstyles, but before they did the dancing, she showed them putting the ochre. That's it, the red
Okay.
ochre on their hair. So it's not like you can ever be like, oh, she just took the hairstyle
Yeah,
and didn't
did it.
show where it's come from.
Do you know why? Because she's been trashed with that before when
Yeah.
she used to do that.
And she did it with, I think, remember when she did that Coldplay video and all the Indian people came after her and said, you're appropriating our culture because she was doing that. Do you know that
Yeah, I
video?
remember.
Yeah.
What song was
I
that?
can't remember a song.
It's in my head, but I can, yeah.
And so I feel like for me, that's what when people talk about appropriation, that's what they're talking about. Like you not showing where the
Where
things have
it's
come
come
from,
from.
Yeah.
and secondly, you being praised for something that otherwise people have said is negative. So I don't feel like she's doing that because I don't feel that at least within the African culture, people don't necessarily go, that's trash until Beyonce does it. The
Yeah.
world might do that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think where Beyonce's been helping that is she showed the origination. If she didn't show the origination, it would be quite
Then, yeah,
negative
you
because
could-
the rest of the world doesn't know. So I may know that this is Ankara now,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I might be like, yeah, this is our dances. But if you don't show like where it's come from,
Yeah.
you know, Beyonce has worldwide fans. Like,
Yeah,
not
they won't
everyone,
know.
they won't
Yeah.
know. So it's important to show where you've got your inspiration from, and I think she does tend to give credit and show like this is where I've got my inspiration. Is yada yada. Yada.
Yeah.
I feel like because before I remember when some of these songs came out without the video, people were kind of going, well, why is
Why
Chantal
she
on the
did-
video?
yeah,
Why is
yeah.
Wizkid on the video? Why
Not knowing.
that obviously this is happening.
This is what
So
she's
now
making,
yeah.
it's kind of like, oh, better.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
before
yeah.
it was just like, so you just use their voices and
Yeah,
walk. Like,
and they're not even
Yeah.
in the
they're not in the video, no credit.
And lots
nothing.
of people said that
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Lots of people said that. But she knew she was obviously making something. She
Yeah.
said it took her 1 year to do it.
Darling.
That's amazing. Yeah, her work ethic is just beyond. I mean, I don't know anybody else's work ethic better than hers. To be
Yeah.
honest with you, in the
On
entertainment
the whole
industry,
Coachella thing.
I even before then, like she's just always been like that girl.
Yeah, and I
She's
think people try to act like Beyonce's got where she's got because it's her dad and she's light skinned and you know all of that stuff. But actually, she puts the work in, like I said,
regardless
really
of like
does.
whether she's light skinned, whether she's pretty,
and
whether,
she's talented. Like you can't
take that away
Beyonce's
from her.
talented.
She's talented.
She's
like
talented.
you know, people remember we were going up obviously Disney Channel. People wanted to always try and find a way to make discredit Beyonce. Like oh, it's her
she's not the
dad.
prettiest.
She's not the prettiest. She's but let's be honest, like
she's
as much as Kelly Rowland, this is Kelly Rowland's lane. Fine, Kelly Rowland can sit in her own lane. Whatever, we appreciate her for who she is.
Yeah.
But she ain't ever gonna be Beyonce. Like she's not Beyonce. Beyonce is Beyonce.
She's like on an acceleration that. I mean, I remember when I was just like, she's just sick, and then this girl was just like, okay, and I just thought to myself, why are you hating her? Because my thing is, whether you like her or not, don't take any credit away from her.
Exactly.
Like she is an absolute G for everything. But yeah, I'm so excited to go and watch. I'm going home to watch this video.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to be commentating with you because you haven't seen it. George, did you see that? Oh my god!
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
It's good. I just felt like the creativity didn't end. Because I felt, you know, sometimes you can feel, it's like long, it's like an hour, it's like virtually a movie. And I'm just like, oh, you'd feel like, oh, you know, nah, everything was different.
But
so good.
Because do you know why? Because when I watched her Lemonade visual film, whatever, you know, they'll do all this swaying stuff. You know, they do that kind of stuff. And Solange does it as well. So I thought to myself, please don't come and start doing all these jumping, swaying, and all these strange things that they're doing incantations.
People love to say that Beyonce and her sister are a bit Jude. So you know, there's the Yoruba religion, and you've got Oshun and Yemaya and all those kind of Oriche and all these gods, right? Beyonce refers to them often. Like she basically says I'm Oshun, my sister is Yemaya. Like literally, when you listen to the album, you hear she says it often. Like there's nothing rolls off her tongue.
A lot of American people worship like that. This Yoruba.
Yeah, there's a lot of
people
are
very
that practice that religion. It's not.
I know there was something in Love and Hip Hop that was doing it as well. He had like dreadlocks, and I remember he called them Alpha. Oh God, I need to remember it.
But it originates from the Yoruba religion. But like she refers to it often. And you know, like the Yemaya, apparently she's meant to be like the god of water. Yeah. And so people will be like, Mami water!
Yeah. Like, Beyonce's always going in water. She's always ascending and descending. and then
she was in water the whole time.
Remember the other one I don't even know, one of the Lemonade swings, she was in the water like this. I thought, why is her head down in water with the longest weave in the world? That's Mami Water stuff.
No, so she does it all the time. So people do say about Beyonce like, she's a bit. And then I saw something this morning. And there's one part of the video where she's got the horn, like some horn thing, and people are like, performance!
Yes, but she always does that.
Look at
No, but she always does that.
I find myself in the precious blood of Jesus.
No, Beyonce always does that. If you see Beyonce's imagery, you know, especially in our concert, she has this imagery where it's a lot of lights, like flashing lights. And then when you see like a still, there's always like the horns that are going up. And
it's
like
Sasha Fierce, isn't it? She tells you when she's performing and entertaining, it's not Beyonce, that's Sasha Fierce.
It's always
who is consuming your spirits?
So, and there was one part of the video because I was like, I wanted you guys to talk about because there's a lot of symbolism in there. And there's one part like they're these kids are like standing by the poolside. You know how the divers they stand on the pool like this, they're ready to dive in like this. But they all were holding up the rock sign. And they proper like it proper zoomed in and they're like rock, and then they dive in the pool. And I'm like. And like I said, I will never forget that one time when I went to the Jay-Z concert.
Yeah,
and they did Hova. And I know it's a standard Jay-Z concert thing, but when you're in that place and everyone's going, I swear to God, time stopped. Time stops. We're literally standing there like this.
Where am I? What am I doing?
And the lights are just going. And you're like,
there's more to it.
Crazy. And I was just like, just it's like it's matters. But then you're like this as well. No, I will not do it. So I swear because you're just like it's like a trance. It's like a trance.
I get it. It's a trance. It is.
So like when they did that, like every time like the rock comes up, I'm always just like
a bit.
Because they do it on purpose where they do it right in your face and then they do that up to their eyes. I don't like all
that's
that
what
stuff.
I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like all of it. But anyway, it's all throughout Beyonce. But I've noticed all throughout Beyonce's videos, her concerts, everything. You see these imageries, like these visions and everything. You're just like,
Yeah, she's about it. She's been about it.
Symbols and
it's in their live. It's in that in that the Black is King thing live. But tell me what you think, because you know a lot of people. I think in one of her lyrics, and I wish I remembered it, I should have written it down so I could reference it. But she basically said something along the lines of like in a lot of her lyrics. I think it's in that what's that song that she's recently released? It's not Black is King. It's the Black Parade.
Oh yes, I was listening to that song the other day and I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about the words of that song. I haven't taken it in because I don't know the words to sing along with it.
What's the lyrics that you?
But it was something all through that album. There's basically, it's what she keeps saying over and over is know who you are. They've made you forget. They've taken you away. Like, so I feel like a lot of throughout the whole album and a lot of the lyrics, essentially what she's trying to convey is like what you think you know is not the truth.
As in black people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know, a lot of it is the messaging that we all are familiar with. Like obviously our history has not been necessarily told the right way. You know, that bit is fine. Like we all I think are in agreement that like, you know, we don't. The history, especially for Americans, isn't 100% clear. So you know, there's a lot. It's a lot deeper than what we think. But what also I think Beyonce says is like I think she just tried to pay homage and kind of acknowledge that there were black people before, I guess,
there was anyone.
Europeans and Christianity and I think she's trying to convey that there was a lifestyle and a religion before. That, or not even before, maybe even in parallel, like the Christianity was there as well with other religions, like it's not always been like one and then the other. But I think what she's trying to acknowledge is like it's bigger than what you think. I feel like that's what she keeps trying to say, like, oh, you know, we don't necessarily know, we don't tap into our power and all this kind of stuff.
Okay, yes. So is it the Black Parade song?
Yeah.
It might be. It's the song she plays at the end. It might not be.
Is it that
it's
one?
It's the song that she plays at the end of the thing.
I think it is this one. I'm going back to the south. I think it is that. I'm going back. I think it is this one because Okay, interesting.
But in a lot of the songs through it, like it's a lot of like, it's a lot like through all the songs. I wish I could remember the lyrics. There's one of them is like, oh. There's a song that I really like and it goes, oh you mad, oh wow, or something like that. It's really good. I love it. But I feel like through the whole thing she's essentially saying like it's just like get to know because you don't know and like take control and like find your power and you know you're bigger than this and you know like that's the whole messaging through
I wonder why she's like not all of a sudden but just come out not even recently but why she's doing this now and well, she wasn't doing this before. Obviously, maybe she was and we weren't made aware of it. But why now has she brought so much light to knowing your roots and knowing where you came from and, you know, using your blackness as your greatness?
But I feel like Beyonce's always done that in a way, you know.
Think?
I do. I really do think that. I think she's always kind of referred to that, yes, being light skinned, whatever, but she's always kind of referred to blackness and celebrating it. It's the same way how she done like the Coachella set. Her Coachella set was celebrating HBCUs, you know. So historically black college universities. Yeah. So I think she's always been like that. The only thing I thought to myself, would she had called the album Black is King if it wasn't through if it wasn't off the back of like all of what's going on at the moment with Black Lives Matter being at the forefront, like because I think that she could have maybe changed the album title maybe at the last minute, just to maybe align with everything what's going on at the moment, because it could have just been the King, or the Gift or whatever it was. It could have been anything. So I just thought to myself, but anyway, if she did do that, you know, fair play to her anyway. But yeah, I feel like she's always done that. Like I feel like what we noticed was the change in when she took over her own career, when she became a solo artist. You could see her own creativity coming up through and through. I think she went through her hoe phase because I feel like they got to a point where like she was just like, I want to be sexual, and everything was just really overtly sexual. I just wanna baby boy,
exactly. From there,
what did you think that was sexual?
Like, I feel like it just got more and more and more and more. Do you feel like
do you know what I thought was sexual? It's so random. You know the one where she goes, ooh boy, you like it when you like. You know the way she just looks like a hoe. But I feel it's there.
I forgot who was in it. And Jay-Z was like, he sent all the men out.
It was Sean Paul.
No, it was the other guy. He's tall and he's slim fug or something.
Was it him?
Yes,
was it him? Yeah, Jay-Z was like out because she was being over sexual.
She was just, you could see her pants.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Beyonce turned. I'm sorry, she turned into very sexual. She was just like doing all these things. Remember all this. I don't even know what song it is.
Maybe
There's
that's
some
what I
song where
loved
she's
it, I didn't
dancing for Jay-Z and doing all this lights and...
Oh, hey, driver, roll that position, please.
Yes,
that one. Yeah,
that
yeah.
song. When I heard that song, I felt guilty because I used to love singing that song.
And then when you play back the lyric,
I used to be
you're
like,
gonna see Beyonce on her knees.
yes.
I used to be like, hey!
Beyonce is giving head in the car to Jay-Z.
Oh my days.
I was literally like,
what is this?
because I knew it was a nasty song.
Yeah.
But I said, this bangs though.
It does. She knows. Yeah, no, she knows.
In fact, when I go home tonight,
You're gonna play it.
I'm gonna play the song. It was sick.
I'm gonna play the song.
I'm gonna
give a
play the
heck.
song. Like, I never forget that because I used to just be like,
Yeah, no.
like my eyes were just wide open. I said, wow.
This
And then she came in dangerously in love. And then
Hey.
no, not
But
dangerously in
was
love.
good.
Not dangerously in love. The
Which
other one.
Which one?
Oh, drunk in love.
Oh, Drunken
in
Love. Oh, but Drunken Love, she really looked like she was out of it.
Yeah,
She looks like she was out of it.
She was
in this
basically
video.
wanting to know I have sex with my husband.
But but you know,
I do.
But you know when she released the Partition video. Remember that album was when she went away for quite a long time. It was one of her first visual albums as well. Well, I think it was her second visual album, and that was during the midst of like the peak of their problems in their marriage. So I think they had. I remember she said that they'd gone to Amsterdam, and that's where she was. That's where she got the inspiration from because they went to the red light district.
Oh, that makes sense
So
then.
she went with him. So she was just like, oh my god, she was fully inspired by it, and that's
That
why
would
she
make
made
sense.
that video.
Oh, I think one thing about Beyonce, she really lives and breathes her work because
She
all
does.
this, me, I'll be just walking through life, just.
Oh, that's a lovely tip.
She's
But you know, there's some people, they're like, I'm gonna
I
make
see the
money
beauty in
from
this.
this.
Yeah,
I see
she's
the
like,
art
oh,
in
that's
this.
inspiration.
I see
Look
this
at
and
them,
that.
your sweets. Oh my god, you my
That's gonna-
sweetie, my baby.
It's gonna be in the next video.
It's all right. This was
doesn't
going to
matter.
have to be an audio.
It's gonna be an audio.
But yeah, like yeah. But back to I guess the symbolism. I like what I did like. There's not the symbolism. She included Blue Ivy.
Yeah, I heard
So
that
she's on the
I heard
album
she
though,
included
right?
all
Yeah.
her kids apparently.
Yeah, she included Blue Ivy mainly, like actually in the video, like Beyonce, like she was in her costume, she was in the theme, she
What
did her
costume was she
little
wearing?
dance. There was one she was wearing like a little stripy catsuit thing. It was nice, it was appropriate, like it wasn't weird.
I
Then
thought
there
she
was
was
another one I think that you would have seen. She's got that curly red hair. We saw that from one of the other
Yeah.
videos. And then there was that other one where she was doing brown skin girl. She was wearing like a dress. She just looked so cute. Like
No,
I was
Blue
like,
is cute,
oh my
man.
gosh, she's
Blue
so
is
cute.
cute.
And she's so grown
Blue
now
Ivy's
as
so
well.
cute,
Like she's
yeah.
just yeah.
She's
so
grown. Imagine we
cute.
watched her.
We
We literally know her entire life. We've seen her
literally.
from the womb.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, I was just like, oh, that's really nice. She included her. She was like, I thought it was really beautiful. And then
Yeah.
Can't wait to watch
you
it.
saw Rumi at one point, I think, in the brown skin girl video again, because she had her mum, Rumi, and Blue Ivy. So they're all standing there like the girls. And then I think she dedicated the album to Sir.
Oh,
So at the very end, she goes, "This is dedicated to my son, Sir Carter." Blah blah.
Black
He
is
just
King.
she just did little she did
Little
little
clips of
little
them.
clips of him, and it was just cute. Her kids are beautiful. I'm sorry.
No, they
Yeah, I
are.
think
like
they
her
are.
kids are very
They are.
cute, beautiful
are,
children.
they
I was
are.
just like, oh, what a cute baby.
Yeah,
like, it's
they are.
really, the kids, the younger ones, they're so big now though.
Yeah,
Like,
they
you
must
know,
be
like,
grown.
when she was
Those ones
holding-
we don't see them growing up.
Yeah.
with,
Beyonce
like
just
Blue.
like she's
She's-
very
yeah.
in
If she
your
doesn't
face,
want you to
but
know,
she's very
Yeah.
you
private.
will not
You
know.
will
Yeah.
not know.
You won't know.
Yeah.
That's one thing I love about her.
Yeah.
You literally will not know.
If you don't want you to know,
Up
she
to now,
you
we still
think
don't
you
know the
know
Becky
about-
with the good hair. Like
Bruh,
so,
you
yeah.
think you know so much about Beyonce, but you don't.
You don't.
She
That's
lets
why
you
they
know
say
what
like
she-
you literally, I show you what I want
What
you
I
to
want you to
know.
see.
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited to watch it.
Me too.
Definitely,
Me too.
it's
Into my
definitely a
popcorn.
must watch. It's very, and as much as we're laughing and we just walk through life, it is inspirational because if at the very least, what it does is it gives you that kind of like, it gives you that proudness around who you are, like your culture.
Your
Or not that you
blackness.
didn't have that before.
No, but
I said proudness, pride.
And we all said yes.
Because me, I was like, this is not the word, but I couldn't think of the
I like
word.
proudness. It's
Is
good.
it proudness? Is there
doesn't
such a word as
matter.
it might not be,
proudness?
but
Yeah,
people
can make
use
it
it.
a
So
Anyway, it gives you the pride around, okay, this is who I am, blah, 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 blah. But it's nice to see other people embrace your culture.
culture.
Because as much
Yeah.
as Beyonce is black, obviously, like, we know she's primarily American. So when you see the African influence is very strongly throughout it, it's a sense of pride.
This will help some Americans
and
actually.
and because a lot of them, they don't know where they're from.
Do you know what pisses me off about Americans? Do you know what really pisses me off? And people were like, it's not that deep. No, it's when Wakanda came. Black Panther came, and they kept saying Wakanda, and I was like, it's not real. It's not real.
It's not real.
And it kept pissing me off. And then the second thing that pisses me off about America is how they refer to Africa as like it's a country. That is my bugbear. Like,
I'm going back to Africa. I'm going back to Africa. Where?
You've told me nothing. You've literally told me nothing. But when they were like, oh my God, I just went on holiday to Africa. You've told me nothing. Where?
Where did you go? Whereabouts?
You've told me
How do I
nothing.
know that you really went there?
Did you go to Egypt?
Yeah.
Or did you go to South Africa? Where did you go?
Timbuktu? Where? So
it pisses me off. Literally, like if I meet someone,
so ignorant.
like it's something. It's punishable. Like if I meet you now and you come and tell me that rubbish,
I just came back from Africa.
But do you know why, guys? It's because they're just not taught. Like I think I've mentioned this before. It still comes down from like the slave masters, and that's why they speak how they talk how they talk. You know, like their English is really bad. They say eyes going to this and that.
But those are the people from the South.
But I think that's their dialect, you know.
Yeah,
but it's because of slavery. They just
that's
haven't
fine.
changed it.
Yeah,
that's fine. But that doesn't.
No, that's why I say it's
the
still
way
their
you
ignorance.
Speak, when you speak,
it's how they just portray everything. Like no, there's more to Africa than just being Africa. Where in Africa?
But there's people, there's regional accents all over America.
Of course,
there's the New Yorkers that they speak anyhow.
Yeah,
there's the
like
people
the UK.
Boston, New York, and all that. You know, like I get
the
it.
Bronx.
Like, they sound funny, like depending where they come from. But I just feel like I'm in a place where now, like, the internet is there for everyone.
Yeah, Google is free.
If Google is free, like, there's no excuse for your ignorance. Like, at the end of the day, like, there's a lot of things I don't know. Why is it that we know so much about America?
Yeah,
why?
It's true.
Because we take the time to know and learn because we're interested.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you say you're interested, I want to,
Africa.
Africa, my roots, I want to visit. Take the time to at least use the right nomenclature and say it properly and say, okay, I was in the north. Even if you just want to do it by that, I was in the north of Africa. We can at least kind of get a sense. But you don't even do that. I'm like the second biggest continent in the world, and you refer to it as a country. Are you alright?
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, many people
A lot
do.
of them do that.
Because I just feel like you've told me nothing.
Yeah,
you've literally told me nothing, and I just feel like this is, for me, I blame colonizing because they've made it as if to say Africa. It's just one place, because those borders that exist between countries right now, they should never have been there, because we never used to call ourselves even Africans. We refer to ourselves by tribe.
Yeah. And
I just feel like that's the problem first and foremost. Like the place looks like how it wasn't supposed to look. At the end of the day, there would be a time, right? Somebody in Africa would literally look at my face and be like,
"You are from the Fulani tribe.
Yeah, exactly.
You are from
they
this
know.
tribe." Yeah.
Sometimes they still do
They
that.
still
You know,
do it,
there's some people that still know.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was reading something and somebody goes, "Oh, how come Africans can tell other Africans?" And I was just like, I don't know, can you do that?
Yeah.
We just know.
We just know.
Like, I literally can see a Ghanaian person. I'll be like, they're Ghanaian.
Yeah, my sister.
But you know, funny enough, actually, you know that you're saying that now. So the other day at work, one of like the senior managers, I don't know how we didn't know. I've been working with him for 3 years. And then I said something in Yoruba to my friend at work. And afterwards he was like, Georgina. That's what he said. That's what it was. So they were giving out corned beef at work. Like we always have like free stuff like salmon, anything at work. And they just say, "Oh, you can take it." So I was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna make some corned beef stew." And they said, "Oh, how do you know about corned beef stew?" And I said, "Oh, because I've got Ghanaian friends who make it." And they said, "Oh, are you trying to find your roots?" I said, "Find my roots." I said, "I know where I'm from." I said, "I'm through and through Nigerian." He said, "Georgina, you are from where? What? So you are my sister." And just imagine, he's a senior manager. He was like, he said, come. So you are Nigerian? I said, yeah.
It's the Georgina
and it
Jacobs.
was so interesting.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he said. He was like, it threw me off. He said, I thought you were Jamaican. So all this time, and then my friend Irene was just like, what are you talking about? Like, Georgina has been Nigerian. Like, she, like, we've all known that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I never knew. But yes, anyway, on that note, I can tell an African from far.
Yeah.
You don't even need to lie. Whether it's your forehead, whether it's your nose, whether it's just your mannerisms.
Yeah.
So, no, I agree.
We can identify
each other
from a distance.
Like, properly.
So when you see the Africans and they're like, I'm from here, you're like,
girl.
Really?
You know, in those days when we used to say, "Oh, I'm Saint Nation mixed with part Nigerian and
I'm half
I can't lie. I've never cleared that for it.
I'm half this.
I'm about it. I love it. Because people don't know where I'm from anyway. Because I was always trying to be like, no, I'm Ghanaian. I'm one of you. I swear. Because nobody ever believed me anyway. So for me, I was just like, please, I want to be a monk.
Accept me.
But do you know? Don't you think it's so like beautiful? Like I don't know if you guys feel this, but like if I'm in a place, just identifying the night, like, because obviously, let's be like in this UK, like the majority of Africans, at least I come across, are West Africans, Nigerians and Ghanaians.
Yeah.
So for me, just being in that,
on the rise though.
yeah, they're there in the back.
They're coming there soon.
So I'll be like, when you be like Nigerians are easy to tell, thankfully, because most of the time I know a lot of Yoruba names and I know Igbo names. Even if I've never heard them, you kind of be like,
just know, it rings a bell.
Yeah, one of them.
yeah. So I'll be like, this is my Nigerian sister or brother. Okay, cool. But then for me, when you're a Ghanaian, come on. I will never forget there was this guy at my workplace. There's not many Ghanaians, as you know. So for me, you're already like
scaring out. Yeah.
Then I saw the surname. But they never know that I'm Ghanaian. So I'm like, hi, right, yeah. So Minson's Ghanaian name, yeah. Minson. I'm like, okay, great, fantastic. And they'll be like, yeah, where are you from? I'm Ghanaian. And then the whole conversation starts. Yeah. Then I can like, they every so often you speak like how you speak at work, your normal in British accent. Then all of a sudden then you speak. That's exactly your voice is Mr. Change. And I'm like, oh my god, I've never heard you speak like that before. Why would you? How I speak. It's just me.
That's just my work voice.
Yeah,
but this
my
is
work
me.
voice. Exactly. But the thing is, it's like they're both me.
Yeah,
they're both me.
It's true.
Exactly.
As much as you're Ghanaian, you're also British.
Yeah,
as well.
they're both
it's your
me. It's
so.
both me, and I think that's what I think a lot of people don't really understand, especially when at work, when we think about culture, when they talk about like, I'm British.
Yeah.
But they also need to recognize, I'm British,
but I also identify
and
as
something else, because I feel like when we don't necessarily want to do certain things, or we don't want to interact in a certain way, or we don't respond in a certain way, that's because that we have another side of culture that you guys just don't recognize, and it's really important. Like, and I'm gonna go on a bit of a tirade when we talk about these diversity and inclusion initiatives. When we started talking about this systemic racism and all of this stuff, sorry to go back there, but we're gonna touch on it.
We're gonna touch on it.
This is part of the problem, because they don't acknowledge that people are broad and diverse in terms of their culture as well.
Exactly.
So you can't just say, but we are all British together, and therefore, I'm not racist. I don't care if you're black. We know that, but you have to acknowledge in my blackness, there's culture that comes with that as well, that you need to also understand. Not even that you need to understand the culture, but you need to understand that you don't.
Yeah.
Do you get
and
what
that's
I mean?
what they need to understand, that you don't. Yeah.
So, and it's, just what you said, Daphne, because at work, that's like a classic thing where, I don't know, I can't even think of an example, but like when you're having conversations with colleagues at work and maybe you might respond a certain way and they're like, oh, that was a bit harsh. And it's just like, no, this is just the way I talk. Like this is a part of who I am. It's not about being aggressive.
Yeah.
This is how I express myself. And then they might say, oh, like a lot of people express themselves like that.
Yeah.
Who? Lots of black African people?
Yeah.
Who?
That's basically what they're
what does
trying
that
to
mean?
say.
Do you know? So it's kind of like, I don't know. So sometimes you I don't know, sometimes you feel like you need to suppress that part of who you are because actually they don't understand. And I think just, again, going back to the whole Beyonce thing, someone like Beyonce who's not, or who's not African but identifies as African-American, they don't know what that actually means. And it's good that she's putting things like Africa and stuff on the map because, again, ignorant people, even ignorant black people who don't know a thing. I think we spoke about it last week when we spoke about the Braxton family when they're just like, oh, the African guy. Like those are the sorts of people that they just don't get it when it comes to Africa, or the countries within Africa, and they just kind of look at, oh, you just aggressive, oh, you just harsh, you just this, you just that, you just like,
No.
I think, and also, go on, you're gonna say.
No, I was gonna say that I remember I had this one Bayesian friend in secondary school, and we I don't know what the topic was, but I remember saying, well, we were all telling her you're from Africa. If looks was killed, guys, she was not accepting of it, and I'm like, what is your problem? We dropped you off to where your parents came from. And she was like, no, I've always been Bayesian. We've never touched African land and did it. I said, okay, you stay there, but one day...
Is she white?
No, she's Bayesian. She's from Barbados.
As in, is she a bit white?
She's very black. She just came from Barbados to join us in school.
But a lot of them are like that.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like that.
They just don't want to accept it. And I don't know if it's because they tie it back to slavery
I'm not
or
African.
being dropped, like, you know.
The thing is, all you have to
unwanted.
go is to their various places and look at this place is called this.
It's named
this
after
place is
this.
called
The white man.
This place
Yeah.
is, no.
No,
I'm
it's
talking about the African
Oh,
place.
yeah.
I'm talking about the African place.
Yeah.
This place
Yeah.
is called this place, and
Yes.
it's like that's in Africa.
That's in Africa.
Yeah.
They've got all their surnames. They've been changed. Oh, they got Kofi here.
Yeah.
This that. That's
Yeah.
Ghanaian.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want to know, fine, be ignorant. But there is there for
She
you.
was
They're
like,
mainly
hell
from
to the
Western
no.
African.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
That's where they're from. They're
Definitely.
Western
It's
Africans.
a shame,
Majority
and
of them.
why I
then
can
when you
say,
look
like-
at the food even that you eat, I'm like, this is fufu.
What is this?
Exactly.
This is fufu.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you want to just be like,
Yeah.
as much as you want to spin it,
Innit?
if you added some bits along the
Yeah.
way, this
But
is fufu.
still, exactly.
Am I lying though?
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
Even if you go to South America, it's the same thing because you know they
Yeah.
went this way and then
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
went this way from West
Yeah.
Africa. They've got all the influences then, but this is our thing. They'll be mashing plantain. Where did you learn to mash plantain?
Exactly. Where did you learn that
You think
from?
you just got it from somewhere? It's an idea.
Even with like okra, and they'll be like, no, this
Yes,
is
they eat
okra.
okra.
Or what did they say? They call
Okra.
it lady fingers or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the
I'm just
UK.
like, no. This is okra, babes. Like,
yeah,
that's,
I didn't realize they ate okra until I think maybe last year or so. And I said,
no, we
interesting.
all eat the same thing, so we are one. Whether like or not, they want to admit it.
The thing is, I'm not even trying to make you understand that you're one. Like, if you don't get it,
Yeah, that's
you
your
don't
business.
get it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's your
But
business.
you're missing
just
out.
missing out.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what I'm saying. You're missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say you're
In
missing out
tune.
because you don't know where you're from.
Because I was watching something. If you haven't watched it as well, I think it's really good and interesting. It's called The Remix, and it's fashion and hip hop,
Oh,
and it's talking
where is that?
about
Netflix.
yeah,
Okay.
and it's talking about Misa Hilton Brim.
Yeah.
They were talking about the part she had to play, Dapper Dan. Oh, all these people that we've heard these stories many times before. How they've all kind of basically influenced hip hop culture and fashion, but they were just saying how hip hop fashion influenced mainstream fashion.
Yeah.
And
All the
nobody
time.
really
And no
gives
one
like
credit.
and
Yeah.
homage to it. But I was thinking about that, and I was just thinking like more and more, we've seen African fashion influence culture, and both in America and otherwise, and we've also seen music also been influenced by African music and stuff.
100%.
And no one ever does that.
No.
No one ever says, "Oh, but this is where it came
Yeah,
from."
this is where it
Because
derives
us as
from.
I think African people, we're not like that. We're not very like, "Oh, but this
that's
is us."
us, give us credit.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, yeah.
And as long as we know, we know.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll go to a party and we'll hear something and we'll be like, "Oh, this song from
Yeah,
when my parents
yeah,
used to
yeah,
play," and we know
exactly.
that has
Yeah.
influenced us and blah blah blah. So we just know. But I think a lot of people don't acknowledge that. Whilst American culture dominates, especially Black American culture dominates, us within Africa, we have our own culture, especially
Yeah.
West Africa. We have our own thing that we
Our
do.
own
Yeah.
We
culture.
have our own culture. We have our own things that we move through life.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's so important that we also don't assimilate to anybody and just say, "Do you know what? This is our thing.
ours,
This is our
yeah.
thing.
This
Yeah,
is our
exactly.
thing. This is what we do. This is what we like. I wear my hair like this because
Yep.
of this. I dress like this. I talk like this. I like this
Because-
music.
yeah.
Whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But I know this is where it came from.
Just be
And I was thinking little things like
unapologetic,
lace,
innit?
right?
Yeah.
Lace that our
My mum
parents will go
always
and
says
say
it.
blah 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 blah.
My mum
Nobody will
always says
even
it.
think about. Actually, if you look at African fashion. It came from somewhere. So the lace came at one point and Carrot came at one point. They would say, "Oh, we go from Holland. We go to this.
Yeah,
this,
Swiss
this."
lace,
All
blah,
of
blah,
that.
blah.
That within their little group, they say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got the latest."
I've got the latest.
Yeah.
You know?
This
Yeah.
is the latest.
But no one talks about that. And I'm like, that's their thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's really important
It's
for them.
important.
Shoe and bag, everything
Gold.
matching. Yeah, gold.
I remember when I used to
yeah.
go to Liverpool Street with my mum and I used to go in those
Oh,
shops.
God.
If your handbag and your shoe is not matching,
Man, I want the yellow
I
shoes
beg.
to go with my
Yeah.
gold gilly, please.
even now, when
Innit,
I
the
wear,
gold gilly.
even now,
Coral colour.
people will be like, "Oh, you're wearing a nice shirt. It goes with your bag. You think it's my accident?"
No, yeah.
Mama will carry the coral bag. I'll give me a coral handbag. I'm going to wear it with my green gilly.
My
he has
prom.
to have the Del Monte
Nah.
on it.
Do you remember when those little hard shell bags came out recently?
Yeah.
I said this thing is odd.
Oh,
I said,
If your box is not a box
upcycle
bag,
it. Yeah.
all my mum's bags, box bag, and it's like a little clutch ring.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
mum's
little
got
clip.
clutches for days.
When
Every
it was my
colour.
prom, that's what I said,
Cobalt,
Mum, can I just raid your
green,
cupboard, please? Yeah,
forest
every
green.
colour.
Every colour.
before we had our own things, if you don't, you have to go to your mom's thing.
No,
You're like,
yeah,
"Mommy, I'm
exactly.
going out with my
My
friends.
friends.
Can I borrow one of your
Yeah.
bags?"
Yep.
Yeah. Give me sorry,
but
this hand is fine.
Sanitize.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Anyway, Sha, time up.
But yeah, we thank God for Africa.
Thank God for Africa. Black is king. Africa is king.
Shine
Hey. Shine. You know that song, yeah? The Already song. I don't know what she's saying. All I know.
King, you're a king already.
Oh, is that what she's saying?
What did you just say, George?
I don't know.
Yeah, that
is
is another thing that is part of our culture. Make your own way.
Just go with it. What is she saying?
That's what we'll be saying.
Yeah, I actually don't know what she's talking about. Anywho.
No, when you watch it, because I watch things with subtitles a lot.
I can't hear of
So
it.
I'll even be like this.
Yeah, I can't. If I don't watch it,
Like,
I
my
watch
brother always
everything
said,
with
"Do you
subtitles.
want to enter the telly?"
Yes, I do.
So when I watched the whole video album, that's the reason I know the lyrics was there. Because I watched the whole video album, I was like, reading it.
So
that's what she's saying.
Yeah, I get
But
it
that's
now.
how I was also hey,
Yeah,
what time is
but
it?
she was saying that word. I've seen in Black Parade. That's
Yeah.
she said my sister reps for Maya.
Yeah, that's what it was. That song. It's
Yeah,
that,
it's that one. It's that song.
That is wild.
So I'm just. You
It's
guys
that
must
one.
do this. Every little thing me, I'm googling.
Yes.
So I'm listening to the thing. I
The
say, yeah,
internet,
Maya.
yeah,
She
what
says,
is
yeah,
that?
Maya. What is yeah, Maya?
Yeah, it
And
is.
I
She says it in a song.
No,
I
no.
saw it.
But I never knew that they like identified or even said these things. Like,
And then somebody pointed this out, right? So you know, at one of the I think at her award show, remember she was pregnant and and she performed and she was the sun. And she was
yeah,
yellow.
yeah,
She
yeah,
had
yeah,
in
yeah.
the Lemonade
Around her-
video, she's
yeah.
yellow.
Yep.
And then I remember, if you remember at the Met Gala when they had the angels and something
Yes.
theme,
yeah.
Solange went as the moon.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Go
have
on,
you
no,
seen it already?
no, go on.
Oh, so basically, people are basically saying they really feed into it because Beyonce
They do.
always goes as the sun,
Yes.
and Beyonce and Solange is always the moon, and that's Oshun and Yemaya.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she also said, you know, in this song, Black Parade, she says, I charge my crystals in a full moon.
Yeah.
And I said, what is the meaning of that? Yeah, a full moon.
What?
Whenever I see a full moon, I close the window. I'm just
Do you know
like,
what? I really want to talk about this kind of like crystals.
No, yeah, yeah.
And spurnings. I really want to understand. Like,
I don't
do you know
understand the
what?
sage.
No,
I don't understand.
let's
but I want us
do
to
sage.
talk about it.
Sage, yeah, but not for
What
that.
is the meaning?
Casting out the demons. I just like the smell of sage, so that's why
I've
I
never
do
done
it.
it.
And like incense, I like the smell of those things. But I'm not. I pray to God in it. If I think, I need to cast out anything, Jesus is Lord. But we should definitely talk about
think we
it.
should
And
talk
like
about
We
it.
should talk
because
about
I know
it.
someone who never leaves her house without her crystal in her bag, and I'm like, you're scary,
There's
friend.
somebody like that.
There's a lot of people like that.
There's
Christian
Christian people like that.
things.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, anyway.
But
yeah.
it's
Let's
like
say that to
calmness
next week
and
because I've got a
stillness
story
and
to tell you
everything.
guys.
Okay.
Lucas Crystal thing.
Okay.
We've only got 1 hour.
TBC.
For listening to another episode of
And on that note, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend, your aunties, your uncles, your sisters, and the whole shambaz. Thank you. Bye.